Why should this be different? Is it corporate welfare? Is it a couple of powerful individuals trying to divide this highly cohesive community?
There was a lot of drama at Tuesday's Board of County Commissioners meeting. Liz Ryan has more.
Point of contention? Ponte Vedra Beach. It's experienced significant erosion since Hurricanes Matthew and Irma, and it's vulnerable to further damage. A beach renourishment project has been in the works for quite a while now. Between the state and the county, there's about $38 million available. But that still leaves a shortfall. How to come up with that money? An MSTU, a municipal service taxing unit. That's a special taxing district to fund certain projects. The controversy in this case is splitting that MSTU in half, north and south. Ponte Vedra 1 would pay a 0.39 millage, with Ponte Vedra 2 paying a 0.75 millage. Residents at the meeting made their feelings known.
This is a historic time for Ponte Vedra Beach. Unfortunately, it's clouded by an arbitrary line in the sand.
I was shocked when this was brought to my attention that my fellow neighbors were going to be possibly paying less than half of what I was going to be paying.
It is ill-conceived and blatantly unfair.
We don't see any reason to split Ponte Vedra to manufacture a them and an us situation.
I just don't think y'all want to be known as the commission who broke up Ponte Vedra Beach.
Now we're going to be neighbor against neighbor.
But I do believe that this may be an example of corporate welfare.
You folks are going to run the risk of dividing this community? I can only conclude one thing. There's somebody behind this.
Why would the southern half pay more? Commissioner Henry Dean.
Over 80% of the cost of doing this project is in the southern 6 miles.
This is in District 4. Represented by Commissioner Krista Joseph. She's opposed to having 2 different tax rates.
This is very divisive for my district. You're putting half of the Ponte Vedra Boulevard against the other half of the Ponte Vedra Boulevard.
She offered an amendment to charge everybody the same rate, but she got no second for the motion, so it died. The board voted 4-1 for those 2 different millage rates to be collected in fiscal year 25-26.
This local news is a service of your hometown Toyota dealer, Beaver Toyota US 1 St. Augustine, here to wow you.
Everyone who's old enough to remember 9/11 remembers where they were when they got the news. Most of us went home and held our loved ones tight as we watched the horrific events unfold on our TV screens. While we were safe in our living rooms, heroic first responders raced to the scene and faced the danger head on. There's a remembrance ceremony Monday morning in downtown St. Augustine. It's a time to gather together and honor those brave men and women. Deputy Fire Chief Chris Passetti will be one of the first responders addressing the crowd Monday.
I will be speaking along with Sheriff Hardwick and Chief Aveliz as well. You'll get kind of some mixed remarks, but mostly just the importance of remembering what occurred that day and, also remembering how it felt the days and weeks following that, of the sense of community and just helping each other out and the little differences that come into everyday life that we get aggravated with each other on really just aren't that big of a deal.
A presentation of the colors will be part of the ceremony.
We'll have St. Johns County Fire Rescue, St. Augustine Police Department, and the St. Augustine Fire Department Color Guard working together to present the flag and the colors.
The fire department will conduct the very poignant ritual, striking of the 4 5s.
At the end of that 5 alarm, it signifies that they've gone to a higher station and are no longer on Earth with us, so it just signifies their last alarm that they're responding to.
While you're there, be sure to notice the 9/11 survivor tree.
There was one tree that survived the 9/11 attacks by the World Trade Center, and each year they take saplings from it. We are fortunate enough to have one of those survivor trees.
The ceremony begins Monday morning at 8:30 at the St. Augustine Fire Department's main station. That's at 101 Malaga Street. For St. Augustine's Local Morning News, I'm Liz Ryan.
The weekend is here and there's plenty of family fun to be had in St. Johns County. This is Stacy with Fun for Augie Kids.
This weekend kicks off the Sing Out Loud Festival, featuring over 150 performances spanning indie rock to bluegrass. Immerse yourself in the free local artist showcases across 15 venues. Families are invited for a special morning of stories and lots of water fun at the Splash Pad. This Splish Splash story time is great for toddlers and preschoolers. Celebrate 1 year with Noah's Agape Cafe. There will be a live DJ and music, indoor and outdoor games, and more. All proceeds go to funding the volunteers and development programs. The St. Augustine Ballet and Conservatory is proud to present the 6th Annual International Dance Festival. This performance features ballet, contemporary contemporary, modern, Afro-Cuban, Bollywood, and more. For more on these events and others, please visit us on our website at fun4augiekids.com. Have a great weekend.
And now you're up to date with St. Augustine's local morning news. I'm Rich Carroll.